All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-host,
S.
and of course, you know the other one in Germany.
And see money, baby.
See money in Germany.
Yeah.
In the bag in Germany. All right. So before we begin, S had a special guy to talk about. He wanted to mention some dude named Alpha Dom.
Did you guys look him up?
Dude, of course I looked him up. I even have a couple of his videos, man. His dating coaches. This dude is the greatest. I mean,
Of all, I like his music background.
he has a
when he's
music
about to-
background.
Yeah, when he ends it, it's like on an uprise. Like he's like conquering the world.
He's conquering the world.
Dude, all I know is that he got like serial dating versus parallel dating. Like, what the hell is that about?
If you are a male and you date women one at a time, don't ever say anything to me because you know nothing. I'm a professional dating coach and I teach guys how to understand the female mind. Now, I get a lot of men are serial daters. They'll date one girl and then another, and another. I'm a parallel dater. Even when I was monogamous, right? I date multiple women at a time.
No, I think he's dead serious.
You think he's dead serious?
He's dead serious.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead serious. He is dead serious.
No,
His
dude,
name,
he can't be.
his name is the Alpha Don.
He's the Alpha Dom, man. He's like,
The Alpha Don, bro.
I mean, like, if you need any, like, coaching tips, I'm your guy, man. Especially with my heavy lisp.
There's
He
just
was
no
like-
way this is for real.
he was like, if you guys want to see my harem or whatever, you have to sign an NDA. So you
you
know,
have to sign an NDA to see his harem.
and it costs like $3,000.
Like, who's he hiding from? Who's his ops?
I don't know.
I can't
I don't
show
know.
you my harem because it's just like, they're just like celebrities, like Taylor Swift's in there, who just dropped a new album. Just shout out. And
I
Did
just
she
like
really?
yeah, the Tortured Poet Department.
it was a double album, I think.
It was a double album, yes. I even went to a premiere party on Saturday.
She's corporate, bro.
That's
We
a
don't like
thing?
her.
What? Premiere parties? Yeah.
Premiere parties for like albums?
Yeah, that's still a thing, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was
What is
a
this
good
world
time,
coming
man.
to?
It was a good time. I was one of like 3 guys in a crowd of 100. It was great.
Wow. I'm surprised there was 3.
Look, maybe I was the only straight guy, but yeah.
She's a corporate person. She's in the industry.
I mean, when you're like the number one artist, how are you not corporate at that point,
Yeah. Like, what do you expect, man?
Yeah. Do you think some underground dude is going to be the number one like artist of the world?
Should be.
Yeah.
No, well, then you're not underground anymore.
No, that's true too.
Then you're corporate.
Come on, man. I
Corporate's
thought you knew
sold
the
out.
music industry. What's happening?
It's
sold
lose-lose,
out.
man.
Sold out. I don't think she sold out. I don't think she was ever not selling out.
Yeah. I mean, when you put out an album, you want to go mainstream. Like, that's the business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the business. I mean, name a time where Taylor Swift didn't sell out.
You know what? I just recently watched this movie called Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, what's that
Got
about?
Mm.
So this guy, right? He wanted like I had no idea what to expect, but when I watched the movie, this guy, he wanted to be one of the greatest late night talk show hosts. He wanted to be super famous.
So he sold his soul or something?
He went to Bohemian Grove, right?
Mm.
Hanging out with Alex Jones
He went to
The-
Bohemian Grove.
in the bushes.
No, they didn't say the bushes. They called it the tall trees.
Oh,
The tall
trees.
trees.
Subtle.
Tall trees.
Subtle.
And he sold his soul. And I guess when you make a deal with the devil, there's a sacrifice.
Oh.
But he didn't know that.
Mm.
So his wife was sacrificed.
His wife was?
Yeah, his wife was.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty it affected.
She had it coming.
She didn't sell out, man. There's
Nobody
casualties on the
knew.
way to fame, you know?
Here's the thing, nobody knew. Nobody knew that he did that. And then, as the movie goes on, he's getting more famous, and then there comes a point where his show starts to bomb. It's not doing well. And then yeah, and then he like does this Halloween special where he like does the paranormal thing.
Mhm.
And it's so funny because like he brings in a guy that's like a skeptic. He brings in a guy that's like that can talk to the people from like the other side. And then he brings in this girl that says that she has a demon inside of her. And the skeptic is there. He's like, I have $1 million check, that I can prove you wrong and all that
Mhm.
stuff. Turned out she had a demon inside of her, killed everybody. It's a good movie. It's honestly
I mean,
What's it called?
it's called Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night with what's it on?
Honestly, I think it's in theaters still, to be honest with you.
Oh, did you go see it in theaters?
No, no.
this came out
Oh,
last year.
Oh, it came out last year.
Yeah. Let me see this. Late Night with the Devil. All right. It's like takes place in the 70s or something.
Yeah. Yup. It is.
I've never heard any of these names.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will watch it again. Like,
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yeah, it was pretty good. The skeptic, whoever the skeptic was, really good. He was really good. Like, it's a really good movie, honestly.
It's obviously like an indie movie. It's got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it like when I say I would watch it again, I'm telling you, I'll probably watch it like 2 or 3. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely like an independent indie movie kinda. You could just tell by looking at it.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy before.
I know, you've seen the main actor before, but you don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He was in
good.
Oppenheimer,
Oh. Oppenheimer was in that.
and he was in Blade Runner 2049. He was in Suicide Squad. He was in Ant-Man.
Oh, I never seen it.
You didn't
Um,
see the Ant-Man? What is wrong with you? That was like the best Marvel movie.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ant-Man was great, dude. He was
Definitely.
funny.
What kind of superpower? Oh, I can go small.
Yeah, hey, he saved everybody in Endgame.
Well, later he can go big.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yes.
Stupid. Not even a superpower.
He has a
Shouldn't be
cameo in the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
I don't even like the
Mhm.
actor. Paul Rudd. He's a
You don't like
funny
Paul
guy.
Rudd?
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he plays in Ant-Man, he plays a funny guy.
Yeah.
That can fight.
Yeah. He can fight.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel movie. Usually they can fight.
You never saw the first Ant-Man is actually really good.
No. I
It's
just
pretty good.
I saw
You're-
the first and the third one.
maybe I'm closed-minded towards it.
Which one's the third? Is that Ant-Man, Ant-Man and Wasp? Oh, Quantumania. That's the one where he goes really, 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 really little, right?
There's like a whole like different
Pretty really.
like Bill Murray's in it and shit.
And like, Bill Murray's in it.
Yeah, Bill Murray's in it. This is when they fight Kang the Conqueror.
I don't think I've seen that. I think I've only seen the first and the second one.
I mean, it was
What's the one where they find Wasp's mom?
Wasp Mom? Oh, that's Quantumania.
Is that Quantumania?
Well, I don't think that's where they find her in Ant-Man the Wasp, but like what she's been up to the
Okay.
whole time was explored in Quantumania.
Okay, then I've only seen the first two. I haven't seen the third one.
Yeah, she was like in Quantumania, you find out that she's been with like Kang, and then like she's been like fighting against them the whole time, you know?
We need Alpha
You say Alpha Dom, why?
because she's been with Kane.
Look, there's only one guy that's important, okay, to like get you motivated, and that's Davis Clark, if you've ever heard of him.
David Clark.
You've never heard of the Davis Clark?
No.
No? Oh my god. He's oh my god.
Is this in the same realm as Alpha Dom?
No. This dude is actually like wholesome and shit.
Oh, that's lame, dude.
Like there's it's Davis Clark,
Oh.
Clark with an E at the end.
He's a Boston Marathon runner.
Eh.
How to buy NFTs.
He's like a finance bro, but he's like not horrible, I guess, which is really weird to say.
If you look at your job as
my
a 9 to
God.
5, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Hell
Well,
yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Look, he posts every day, like motivational, like, let's get it, man. We're locked in, we're ready to go. We're gonna crush some spreadsheets. Let's go. And I was just like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's get to work, my guy. Let's get to work.
have you guys seen that other guy, Andy Elliott? Oh my God.
Andy Elliott, you said?
He's like the salesman that takes steroids. And he's like, oh yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, this is the dude with the fucking boot camp.
Yeah.
With the fucking alpha man boot camp.
he's like, if you want to be on my sales team, you gotta at least have a 6-pack.
Yeah, you have to at least have a 6-pack.
Oh, this guy.
Because it shows determination.
And
It
you're
shows
like,
that
bro,
you can grind.
and you're like, bro, you take steroids, bro. Who do you
I
think
know. I'd rather die than be average. Stop
To be-
watching porn.
And he's like this. He's always chewing on his gum. Come on, man.
Dude, I can't
Come
stand
on, man.
that shit. Like, there's like a whole thing out there with like, alpha men boot camps and shit where
I think
grown ass
it's-
men will pay like $10,000 to get yelled at by some fucking loser
I think
while
it's
he's like, spraying you with a garden hose.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
I think some men in this country have a huge problem, man.
I feel like we talked about this a while ago about like the grifters on the
Yeah.
internet. Remember? And then you wanted to become a grifter, and we were like,
Because it would be so easy. It's so easy money. It's so easy.
If it's so easy, why haven't you done it yet, man? How come
Yeah,
you're
just
not
do it
signing
then,
up for
dude.
the like
We
S
decided
boot camp?
we decided not to do that. That's why.
here's the thing. I don't think it's easy.
I could be like Andy Elliott.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
You're not intense enough.
You're not a salesperson.
Bro, first of all, I'm an accomplished actor. I can
Yeah, how's your
create
Star Wars movie coming?
Wait. Accomplished in what way? What are these accolades you've received?
I'll make them up. Just like a resume. Are you kidding me? I'll put on an alter ego.
He's gonna make a LinkedIn and just list everything.
I just want to. I didn't realize you were an accomplished actor. I was just wanting to know your accomplishments, and you can't even make them up on the spot. That's how bad you're gonna be.
I could be like
I'm
12,
wondering what film you've been in. Like
12-time
high school
nominee.
drama doesn't count
12-time nominee.
for what?
What?
I was in-
Razzies?
No, I did Indian movies,
Oh,
all
you're
the
in Bollywood.
Bollywood. I can sing and dance.
You can't sing.
You can't dance either.
And then I can put my face on like AI, like generated faces where it's me.
Yeah, well, we know you're really good at AI. So
yeah, super cool on AI, dude.
Slap it down.
The Star Wars
Slap it down.
movie was looking boss, dude. I don't know why you quit.
Bro, I was so disappointed. That's why.
I told you to temper your expectations. That was like the first thing I told you. I was just like, bro,
I
whatever
was
expectations you have, just temper them, okay?
But here's the thing though, in a year it'll be where I want it to be. The year.
no, so here's the thing: is I think if you pay for something, you could probably get a pretty decent one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in a year, if you pay for something, it'll be exactly how you want it to be.
So that's when you're gonna start your boot camp for acclaimed actor, right? 'Cause you're gonna
Yeah,
be in
man,
AI
why not?
films.
Why not? And then, people will be like, oh, he's exposed. We're exposing him. And then I get more publicity.
No, you're gonna be one of those guys that's just like, yo, I heard this top YouTuber is talking shit about me. Well, guess what? Thanks for the
Put them
news,
gloves
man.
on. Put them
Bad
gloves on.
publicity is still publicity, baby. You're gonna be one of those.
Why not?
I'm just wondering
Nah,
your
man,
roadmap to success here.
Yeah, I don't understand your your game plan here?
The game plan is to get filthy.
I don't think
by
you
motive-
have one. No,
by-
that's the end goal.
All right.
What's the game plan?
All right, here's the game plan. We're
Give
gonna
me some X's and O's.
X's and O's. All right.
Yes, sir.
YouTube channel motivation. You just go on Chat GPT, be like, give me some motivational quotes, and just
There's a
start
dime a dozen
screaming
right now.
screaming in the camera. Intensely while looking.
You're gonna be
You gotta invoke that passion. You gotta be like,
invoke that. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
yes, a
Just
dream
do
is
it.
just a dream. Be like Nike. I could be like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Yeah, just
Oh my god, dude.
Do it.
Those were the best.
that was the dumbest fucking video of all time, man.
What are you talking about? Those are the best.
Those are the
Motivate
best.
you. Is that how you bought your first house?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Shia-
It was Shia.
You know what though? In all honesty though, motivation is just temporarily. It's just temper. Temper. How do you guys say that word?
Forever.
It's just temper. Discipline
temper.
discipline is really the key. Discipline is really the goal, right?
Pack or you're fired. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline is permanent. You stay disciplined. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this. This like I just want to hear a solid
We-
game plan.
I got a motivational quote for you from ChatGPT.
All right.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal.
Ooh,
It is the courage to continue that counts.
you know, and
Winston Churchill.
and you sound so motivating.
Make
Speak-
sure.
I swear to God, you said
No,
that very
what you got to do,
intensely.
Scott, is basically look at the cameras.
Clip it.
Make sure you're screaming that. You need some Gatian blurs in there every now and then, some flames in the background,
Yeah, put some flames in my eyes so
Some
you know I'm
flames.
serious.
some flames, but you need some like hot fucking takes. Like I'm pretty sure the reason why Andy Elliott people care about that guy is because he did that whole 6-pack of your fire.
Yeah, he made a guy stand up on stage with him, said, "Take off your shirt," grabbed his fat, said, "Are you happy with that?"
There's no way, dude. Like, I think that's called assault, bro. Like,
Right here.
it's fake. That's fake.
Too. No, sir. No, I'm
Naked in the
not.
mirror every single day before you go out of the house. Okay. Do you like how you look? We just go numb. We're just like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna wear a sweatshirt
You know?
today. And I want you to write this down. Discipline.
I got another quote for you. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Like,
Yeah.
that's FDR.
I felt that.
You know, here's a side note, right? Side note. All right. This is a little off topic.
Yeah, give us the side note.
All right. So I used to be like I still am, but I was very into like Zen, like meditation Zen and stuff like
Right,
that.
who isn't?
Right. So like how they would break it down was like you are a multi-dimensional being, right? Everybody is. And you know, you get all these stories about like UFOs and how aliens are like interdimensional. Well, then it got me thinking. We are also interdimensional because they say in Zen, they say the mind is the only thing that can perceive time, right? And time and space is the fourth dimension. So that means your mind operates in the fourth dimension,
Right.
right? Because in all realistically, we're always present in this moment. Who you are in this being, you're present in this moment. And then when you get into like the Zen state or flow state like that, that's time doesn't exist. You're just in that moment. You're
Right.
just fully engulfed in the moment. So it had me thinking, if these aliens are interdimensional, we're interdimensional. What is this US
These
government
hypothetical aliens, yes.
hype? I mean, I think there's too much evidence, too much proof that it's not hypothetical.
How do you know they're
Like-
also interdimensional?
Well, there was this project that was declassified a
Which
couple
one?
weeks ago. It's called Kona Blue. And
Oh my gosh.
that is the crash retrieval program that everybody was talking about and how they
I
dissect.
thought Kona Blue was the medical side of people who have been affected by these crafts.
It's all it's like it's an umbrella thing.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, that is true too.
Yeah, I heard Tucker Carlson talking about it on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I also heard his little theory of evolution spiel.
Bro, it was rough. I was like, this guy is.
No, that's why it's still a theory.
Yeah.
Wow, you did that laugh really good.
That was
I've
pretty
laughed so
good. That was pretty solid. And you're just sitting there like, I always thought he was like a pretty smart guy, but now I'm like, maybe you're just delusional, dude.
I think he
What
feels like he's
what
invincible.
was he
Like, he's
saying?
just-
So he just talks and like everything he says, he's like, that's an undeniable fact. It's just an undeniable fact.
What was Joe Rogan? Was Joe Rogan doing any resistance, any pushback?
Rogan was
Yeah, a little bit.
flabbergasted.
Well, no. If you watch the whole thing, at first he's like, talking and like Rogan's talking about like evolution and like, he's like, this is what I think, and we're coming here, and we're gonna create AI, and AI is gonna create a universe, right? And then Tucker's like, well, I mean, first you gotta believe in evolution. It's still a theory.
Hasn't everyone just moved past evolution?
He was like, I'm pretty sure, nobody really believes in the theory of evolution anymore. It's not like a thing anymore.
Well,
And his whole thing was, one, it's still called a theory, but you know what? We still call it the theory of gravity. So,
right.
Theory is a scientific term. And then two, he's like, there's no, what do they call them? Transitional species
Yeah.
in the fossil record. And
that's true.
I don't know if it's true, but like, how many fossils actually exist? You know what I mean?
Right. Because I mean,
you
like
can
that.
clearly see. We have bones of our ancestors. Like, you can clearly see evolution.
Well, so he was saying that they're adaptable. He's like, you'll see adaptations, but you can't say definitively that we came from a single cell organism. And then Rogan was like, well, then what's your theory? He's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, I went right to the God. And
well, they said that, right? There's the missing link. Right? With the human evolution.
I mean, there's gaps,
There's
right,
gaps
in our knowledge and understanding.
And then, like, but the only thing that I really know that, well, to say like evolved was like dinosaurs into birds, and then like dogs into wolves. But I mean, like,
Other way around. Wolves and the dogs.
Are wolves and the dogs.
But you could say that potentially that the evolution from wolves and the dogs is more of an adaptation.
Yeah.
You could say that. They get more domesticated.
You can see a very clear line without like.
And I mean, I can see Tucker's point because, like, they say we came from apes, but they're still apes.
Well, dogs came from wolves, and they're still wolves.
Right.
I mean, just because they're not mutually exclusive. There's branches, right? Like, if you kind of think about it, we're really the only species where there's no other species, right? It's just us. Like, there's different types of monkeys and different types of apes and different types of whatever. We have different races, but we don't have different species within.
Yeah. Which
that's kind of weird because we just killed off all the other ones.
That's exactly. Yeah. Well, we are the number one predator.
I mean, we did
apex predator, baby.
Versions of our.
That's what I'm saying, right? Or we just bred them out.
Yeah.
Or yep.
We're the apex predator for a reason.
But you don't really see that in other species. Right? There's tons of different cats, there's tons of different dogs, there's tons of different wolves, there's different bears. How come there's not different humans?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. And I think there's more humans than what we know of. Like they're
like the people in the center of the earth.
No, like the
Orang Pendek, right? Like the Hobbit people and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, like the giants in Iraq.
Like yeah.
No, that was so fake. It was Afghanistan. It was Kandahar.
I thought they had giants in like Chile or something.
I mean, maybe, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
giant red-headed giants or whatever.
Oh, that's
But you
that was the Afghanistan one.
That was Afghanistan. That was down in Kandahar. It was fake. It was completely fake.
At least
Yeah.
the government will.
Is that what it was? If you look at the picture, the giant doesn't have feet. He just kind of like goes into the. It's completely bullshit.
I would have chopped off its feet if I was an American.
No, it was standing there. There's no American soldiers in front of it. Are you talking about the bones they found? So there's a picture of like in the early 1900s of it standing behind everybody, and then there's the bones that are fake.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. I can't believe there's giants among us.
Right.
Look at those Niflheim.
I mean, I think it's kind of an undeniable fact, actually.
Undeniable fact.
Dude, I'm telling you, when you listen to him talk, he just says that everything he says is a fact. I believe that he believes everything he's saying.
Right.
I think he's so popular that he feels like, no one will really question him. Like
I don't
onto
think
his
that-
head. I mean,
I-
he is super popular.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, right? All right. Like the difference between like Joe Rogan and I would say like Tucker Carlson was like Joe Rogan is more like he goes into the conversation not knowing anything. But Joe Rogan is a smart guy.
Joe Rogan also built himself up. Tucker was pretty much born in his position.
But here's the thing. Like when you have
Tucker
when you
never
have
really had a real job.
when you have a podcast, you're interview like you have the ability to interview people that are experts in their respective fields. Right?
Like Tucker and
So-
science.
So you're able to talk to people that know 100% exactly what they're talking about and done their life research on that, and Joe Rogan has that resource. He can reach out and talk to anybody.
Yeah, I think he's able to delineate between talking to an expert and just talking to a guest.
Oh, 100%.
Like he doesn't. I don't think he considers Tucker Carlson a guest, but he's also not. He's not a very. What's the word? He's never going to really push. Well, no. I'm saying Rogan's never really going to push back, right? Like,
Right.
because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to make it uncomfortable.
Yeah,
In
that's
his,
what.
In his early podcast, he would get in fights.
Yeah.
Did you ever see when he got in a fight with like Milo and
He
all
got in a
those
fight
like kind of with who?
With Stephen Greer, the alien guy? I remember that. Like he was just like calling him out. He was like, "Bro, that alien."
Maybe.
Yeah. Like
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. This was like, but it was like you said, the earlier days. You're right. But then
The really early days, he
Yeah.
would get kind of combative.
but then he evolved and was like, you know what?
Steven Crowder, he got in a fight with Steven Crowder.
He
Yeah.
did. He got in a fight with the guy that was on True TV, that would spit the facts and myths or whatever.
Adam ruins everything.
Yeah, that one was that was a painful interview. Oh my god.
He would still
Yeah.
Joe Rogan would still be like, bro, that's what I like about him. He can do that though, like because he can
do
live.
that,
Yeah, because he can fight. Most people that go in, because he can fight. So like he has no fear of like any altercation whatsoever. Not just because it's his show, but he could take care of himself.
I just like when he at least bothers to fact check some people because like I'm used to like post COVID Joe when he just wouldn't really fight back against these idiots.
Yeah, but you like everybody.
But I mean, the thing with the COVID stuff was there was no facts to check,
yeah.
or he wasn't trusting the sources where the facts were coming from.
I'm not saying just COVID. I'm just saying post COVID, like the era.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he fact checks himself more than his guests. If you kind
He
of
does.
watch him, he'll be like, Jimmy, can you pull that up? And he'll be like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? But he won't really fact check the guest unless they say something
But
fucking ridiculous.
But I do know, I do know that one guy, the Gary Nolan, the guy, he said like the U.S. government reached out to him because he's like some head like he's like some head researcher for like the brain or whatever, and like UFOs were like scrambling, like U.S. soldiers would have like close encounters with these UFOs, and it would just like scramble their brain or something like that. Or like people would get hit by UFOs and he would be able to like do the research or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what that's supposed to
I
be.
mean, I've heard of Gary Nolan and I've heard like some of these claims, but I haven't seen anything where it's like actually like documented.
Right. It's very yeah, the whole thing is extremely secretive.
Yeah, I mean anything with aliens, dude. You're pressing that play button immediately, right?
Well, I mean, like,
I'm more like politics. I like the political ones.
right. But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. It's like I think we like you guys know I said this before, but we live in a bubble. There is a bubble that we live in.
Right.
I feel like they lie about our history. They're suppressing our future. They make us sick with their food. They keep us like just always like dependent on the pharmaceutical companies. They just they just gave away like we're in war right now. Like we're going against Ukraine is going against Russia. We're feeding Ukraine money. Uh Israel's going against Iran. We're feeding Israel money.
We had a
Taiwan
crazy few days.
we gave Taiwan money and they're about to go against China. We're in a war right now. And like it's just like going over everybody's heads, I feel like. Like we're literally like in World War III.
I mean, I don't know an out for the Russian and Ukrainian war. The biggest out for the Israel-Iran one is just Israel stop just bombing them. That'd be cool. And the Taiwan and the China thing shouldn't even be our business. It's one China after all. That's my thought.
Yeah, except that we have all of our microprocessors come from Taiwan.
And I'm
Start moving them to American soil.
No, they're trying to. They're building factories, but well, it's gonna. They said it was gonna take like a decade to move the industry over here.
Man, see, like we need that American exceptionalism, just do everything great and efficiently,
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, quickly would be good. We need like World War II. We need like World War II style like manufacturing.
Fuck yeah, dude. I want those old retro posters of like the strong dude in the overalls with a shovel.
yeah.
Doing my part.
Did you guys
Right.
watch that? Did you guys watch Fallout?
No, I haven't watched
I
it
love
yet.
Fallout.
Is it good?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
great,
God.
dude. It definitely
Okay.
feels like the games.
It's
Okay,
really
I'll have to check
good.
it out.
It's really good. And I like cuz like that 50 style retro, like where like they had like that creative image like how the future was going to look like the refrigerators, the TVs. I like that.
Well,
The
the
cars.
big divergence between the Fallout universes is that they relied on nuclear power, whereas we relied on transistors.
Okay.
So that was like the whole like divergent thing. I mean, do you know the lore of Fallout?
No, I'm not a video game person.
Great series.
I know, but I mean the TV show was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it could happen in real life. Some corporation could be like, you know what? Let's just drop the bomb.
Did they release the whole series all at
Yeah.
once?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on
Okay.
Amazon.
Yeah. It's really good. The Ghoul, that's my guy, man. That's a bad dude.
Well, Cooper, yeah, dude, he
Oh,
is
that's
a
a
bad dude.
bad man right there, dude.
He didn't start
is-
off all bad. He was like just John Wayne, like I'm just an actor. I'm
Yo.
just chilling. Next thing you know, he's like the baddest bounty hunter in the wasteland,
Dude,
dude.
he's a bad man. The actor is dude,
Yeah, Goggins.
yo, killed it. He killed it. That
It's
was
a good series. I even like the lead actress, Lucy, just how she like, with the whole can-do attitude. And
Yeah.
after 2 days in the wasteland, she's just like, fuck everything. Oh my god, everyone sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like that's how it would be like, honestly.
Oh,
I
I
feel
mean,
like-
you're not supposed to want to be in Fallout, man. It's
Yeah.
awful, dude. Even as a vault dweller, it sucks.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that situation to happen. But I mean, like, dude, like, look what's going around in the world. Like, there's so much conflict going on. Like, why?
Because man, we're humans. We thrive
Yeah.
in conflict.
But I mean, like, this is like big conflict.
I mean, it's not like we haven't had conflicts throughout our entire lives. The only thing is like America is really bar none, you know? But like a little every now like little by little other countries such as China is like catching up to us, and that's what's making people more uneased.
I think America's making their move. I think that's what they're doing.
They're definitely trying
They're
to keep
def
their status, yeah.
I think they're making the move.
We're
I
definitely
think
trying to keep our status.
What's the move?
I think they're trying to make Iran fall. They're gonna
They've been
make
hoping for Iran to fall since like 79.
well, I mean, like, I think they're trying to get Iran to fall. They're trying to get Russia to fall, and next is China.
Yeah, I don't know if they want China to fall. I think they want them to falter.
Mm.
But I think, yeah, Iran, Russia, and here's the thing: right now, they have the opportunity to do it without
That's what I'm
putting
saying.
any boots on the ground, and then you could just give them money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, dude, we're in war. Like, I mean, like,
If there's one thing we love, it's our proxy wars.
people think like, oh, because there's not a draft. Oh, because we're not actually over there. Like, nothing is happening.
Fighting,
Yeah, we're not actually fighting. Nah, dude. We, like you said, we are giving these people money, and we are giving everything, like, not like
Yeah, but
our
name a
best
solid time
stuff
where this wasn't going on.
with these giant countries. These are,
I mean,
dude. These
like,
are
look at like look at the Korean War, the Vietnam War. We had boots in the ground that time, but they didn't start.
yeah, but you're not. We're talking about this. These are China. We're talking about China, Russia, and America.
yeah. I mean, you could say the Korean War was, yeah, the Korean War was a proxy war, but it was between the Soviets and us.
Yeah, and then China got involved.
But well, they were a Soviet country. They were a communist country.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, when you think about it, none of this is too new.
What are you talking about?
It's not.
I mean, yeah. I mean, think about it. Russia in the 70s, they went into Afghanistan. I mean, the Russians have always been pretty forward leaning. Just
Mhm.
because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right, but
Vietnam was pretty bad.
Vietnam was bad. Yeah.
And in the 60s and 70s, I mean, Israel was fighting wars all the time with Egypt,
Iran
Jordan.
used to have a king until we got involved.
Yeah. And he was
Yeah.
super pro America.
Yeah.
Completely Western.
And then we toppled it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We started getting, and then we got heavily involved in Cuba. There was a missile crisis. Ron DeSantis in Florida enacted signed a bill to teach the horrors of communism to in public schools, flanked by veterans of the Bay of Pigs.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. I think it's a pretty big deal.
I mean, and just look at like any country in South America, we usually had a hand in there.
Well, yeah, we have a hand. I feel like we have a hand in most.
I'm just saying, like, proxy war is that's as American as apple pie, man.
Right. But I think for sure, like, they're making a move. Like, you're right. They see the opportunity. They see this happening. They're like, yo, let's just hope for the best for us in our situation. And if everybody becomes weak, like super weak, like, oh, if a world war does break out, we'll just come in the end, swoop everything up, take it.
I mean, if there is a world war, all I could say is like, I'm injured. I got some bone spurs.
Oh my god. Oh, Jordan's gonna
bone spurs.
Jordan's gonna shoot himself in the foot.
I'm a conscientious objector. How's Canada nowadays?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I go to Canada right now.
Well, don't tell me that you're ready to like run out the door with a rifle there, Scott.
No, I'm not. But
if Uncle Sam came knocking, you're not answering. Let's be real here.
I'm just saying though, but hold on though. If duty calls, you gotta go. But I'm just saying, like, one thing is, what am I fighting for, right?
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm like, Scott, what happened? He's just like, they just deployed me to Gaza.
I'm gonna be like, yo, what am I fighting for? Because like, what is war? War isn't good guys versus bad guys. That's a myth.
I know, man. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
What was I just watching where they were like, wars started by the politicians and ended by the military or something like that?
I mean, that's pretty much what it
You
is.
know?
You were watching Troy. It's
Oh, that
he
Brad Pitt movie?
yeah, Brad Pitt.
Really in Troy?
Yeah, Brad Pitt said, war is old men arguing while young people are dying or something.
Oh, I mean, that's a different quote. Yeah.
It's a different quote.
Well, and it wasn't somebody like, wars between old guys who know each other and fought by young guys who never met.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Are you ready to be deployed though, S?
No.
You sure?
If I'm fighting, it's in defense. Like, people are here.
You're
Like,
defending American goals.
Like, if I see people in red dropping from the sky, then I'm like,
So you're talking Red Dawn style.
that's what I'm
Warfare
saying.
2, that's what he's talking about.
Red Dawn style. If I see people, like, millions of people dropping from the sky in red, I'm like, all right, man, let's get it.
He's
I
seeing
mean-
all those like paratroopers coming down. He's
Yeah.
gonna grab his gun and be like,
But if I have to fly,
"Welcome to America."
if I have to fly halfway across the country just so some corporation could get what they want, then I'm gonna be like, bro, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? What are we doing
What do you mean
here?
halfway across the country? You mean halfway across the world?
Halfway across the world.
I was like, the country? What are you talking about, dude?
Halfway across the country, he's gonna start questioning things, and next thing you know, he's just gonna be Pat Tillman.
Oh, that's pretty messed up. Pat Tillman was an accomplished football player and an accomplished soldier. Scott's done nothing. Don't insult Pat
I'm
Tillman
an accomplished actor, bro. 12 nominees
I know, dude.
in Bollywood.
I am ready. I got my ticket to the Sundance Festival to see your Star Wars premiere.
In Bollywood, 12 nominees.
What did you use to make that Star Wars thing?
He used Sora, right?
Thor. Yeah. But then I found another one called Cineflow, and I'm like, all right, this might be more what I'm looking for. But then I think I might wait like 30, like not
30 years?
like a couple of months. Because I mean, like AI just keeps getting better and better by every single day.
Yeah, it's
By
pretty
every
dystopian.
single day. Yeah, so I'm thinking in like a year, it's like, yo, you just type in, your script, your prompt.
It's getting
And
pretty powerful. Like in 10, 20 years from now, who knows? Humans might not be relied on for creativity anymore.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Because
What's the point of artists? If AI
Be-
can just do it all.
because it's the experience of life. That's what the perception.
No, we talked about this last time, man. Like, if you can create any song that's relative to you in your favorite singer's voice, why wouldn't you?
If you can create any movie that's tailored to you, why would you go to the cinema anymore?
Because it's just not authentic. I don't know. It's just the authenticity.
At what
I
point
don't
do we
know.
stop caring about authenticity?
Yeah.
At what point do we
people
just
are
get so
attract-
used to it?
People are attracted to a
People don't even care to have conversations anymore. They could just text.
We used to value privacy, and now people post their entire lives on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
I mean, society, values change over time.
I like the authenticity. I'm attracted to authenticity.
I think now, but I mean, think about it, like 2 or 3 generations.
And be like, these kids nowadays, they just don't get it.
What
Yeah.
you mean?
Back in my day, we used to go
I
outside,
like-
We used to make
drink
stuff.
from the hose.
I like TikTok. What do you mean?
Yeah, until the new thing pops up, and then you're just like, I just don't get it. Why can't kids these days like a good old TikTok, good old American company?
Nah, I don't do the judging. I'm the non-judgmental type. I'm Zen. Remember?
Nah, bro. I judge
Remember?
hard. Like these fucking kids, dude. It's unbelievable.
I like Gen Z personally.
But see, that's the thing. They're kids. They'll learn. You know, they'll learn. They're kids.
I think once we get past the OnlyFans generation, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
What's
Yup.
stopping that from still growing though?
I
You'll need like a shift in the zeitgeist to really get rid of it.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
No, because here's the thing. In 5 years, when all these OnlyFans girls come out and be like, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this.
They're already starting that.
Yeah, they're already starting that.
Yeah.
Some girls are actually going to listen, and it's going to trickle down, and the more and more and more is going to get, you know.
But until the market dries up, there's always going to be someone to take their place. That's the
Well,
thing.
so-
Supply and demand.
Well, here's the thing. Now the OnlyFans girls aren't doing OnlyFans.
And
they're
guys are
just
getting
doing Twitch.
lonelier.
They're just doing Twitch.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean?
I've been seeing those Twitch
Oh, yeah?
metas, dude. Insane.
Yeah.
Like a girl would have like red, like kind of like my green screen, like red underwear, and just like have the camera pointed there and have like superimpose the game she's playing. And that's yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but can you blame? I mean, like, honestly though,
Supply and
honestly.
demand, baby.
honestly though, you can't blame the girl. You got to blame the guys that are watching that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't see it drying up anytime soon.
Have
The guys
you
are only getting lonelier.
Scott, you might have seen it on Rogan. He had Jonathan Haidt on. You know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Unfortunately,
You should listen to it. It was pretty recent, and his big push is like not giving kids cell phones until they're old enough.
that's dangerous. I feel like that can be dangerous.
No, well, it's about, hey, at the very least, you shouldn't be able to use your cell phone in school. Like when you're
Yeah.
in school, there's no cell phone. You're not worried about what other kids are like. You're forced to interact with each other.
Right.
Because his whole argument is like, kids aren't, intermingling anymore. They're texting each other, even if they're sitting, right next to each other.
Mm.
So they're losing social skills. They're losing all that stuff.
Right.
It was a pretty interesting conversation. You should listen to it.
No, I mean, like, I know, like, the social skills are down. See, because I'm a little biased, right? Only because I know social skills are down, and I can be very good at socializing with people, so I use that as my advantage. You know what I mean? Like, I know most guys suck with everything, and I don't, so I use that as my advantage. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to interact with people, but if you start interacting with a whole group of people who don't know how to reciprocate,
right.
you're gonna be the black swan. You know what I mean? Like,
This is the angle for your channel, by the way.
I mean, true that, but I mean, like, so
yeah, you
like,
should just sell yourself to incels.
Yeah.
You should really focus on the incel
Be
niche.
like, this is how you talk to people.
Yeah.
not. I mean, like, you have to be. It's you got to
Look at the screen. Say hello.
Yeah.
Say it again. Do it again.
Make sure you're like staring at the camera very intently.
But there's other
Ask
ways.
me how I'm doing.
There's other ways besides talking to communicate with people, right?
Speak the
Like
fuck
what?
up.
You can use body language, right? Or
Yeah.
you can get them, like, you use enthusiasm. You use enthusiasm, and it makes them kind of like interested, like in stuff. Like, it's just how it is.
Or you could just smile.
You
People
smile.
would just
That's what I
smile.
do. Oh my god, I smile.
Yeah,
I need to stop smiling.
I know. Me too.
I know. That's why I keep saying none of us could ever go to court for murder.
We were sitting there like, this is ridiculous, bro. I didn't do it.
like, is this a joke? Like, am I being punked? Oh my God.
But like, yeah, dude. That could be your angle for your channel, dude. Just sell yourself to the incels, trying to motivate them to be, stop being basement dweller, antisocial people. I mean, there's more and more of them every day. Guys are
There
getting
are a lot.
lonelier, man.
Here, okay, all right. I
Loneliness is an
understand.
epidemic.
Here's the thing too.
Why
I
do
work.
people like Jordan Peterson so much?
Well, hold on. Here's the thing too, right? Besides, like, as soon as you get out of school, right? Most people they get a job, and I realize like most people's job, there's not like a whole lot of like, you're either in a cubicle, you're on a line. I mean, you're not really, unless you have like a service job, you're not really interacting with people.
Right.
I work at a casino where I see thousands of people every day. So I have to like,
That's a service industry job for
yeah,
you.
I know that. I know that. So I have to be good at communicating with people. Especially when people are mad all the time, yelling. You got to learn how to talk to people. You got to learn how to talk to like, especially with being a boss too. You have to learn how to talk to like girl coworkers. You say the wrong thing in the wrong tone. Oh my God, you're getting yelled at for like I'm like I just asked you to do that. Nah, you gotta be like, can you please? You know what I mean? Hey, could you do me a favor? Hey, could you try this next time? Or nah, that's a good job. You know what I mean? Like you gotta learn. And I mean, I like
It was a
and then
process, I'm sure.
and
You're also dealing with a different sector of society in a casino.
yeah, very degens. I know that.
Very degenerate
Yeah.
people. That's why.
Oh,
That's why you're man. This is. You're finding your calling, dude. We're finding your calling for you.
but also too that I do know like the younger generation that do struggle with communicating skills. They say like if they do start like a podcast, right? And they talk on the podcast and they listen to the podcast all the time, they get better at speaking
Yeah.
because they stop saying
Doesn't surprise me.
ums and they stop using the filler words and stuff like that. They hear themselves speak.
Mm.
And so that helps a lot too,
That- That doesn't surprise me. It can be like a therapeutic thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. Just having a conversation with people really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, like I don't mind if like you can only teach people that are willing to learn. Like they have to have that seeker. They got to be a seeker. If not, like you can't give advice to people that don't want to hear advice.
Well, of course, yeah.
You
They
know?
got to be willing. You can't force it on them. You can't just like tell them to come on stage, take their shirt off, and grab their fat.
And that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They're kids. They're not going to listen unless they want to be taught. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to let them be them. And then once they,
relate to them. That's how you hook them in.
Every generation thinks they do it better than the generation before.
Yeah.
Tales all this time.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not until they really get older where they're like, "Oh shit, I
Yeah.
should have."
yeah.
I wish somebody would have told me this. I'm like, "Well, they tried. They
tried,
wouldn't
yeah.
listen."
You know how many times Marge tried to tell me something when I was young, and I'm like, and now I'm like, oh man,
damn. And even now, he still tries to tell you stuff, but you're still like,
I know, and it's still like, it's that arrogance,
That's that accomplished actor arrogance.
Accomplish it.
12 out.
12 nominations. 12 Saturn nominations.
Bro, I bet you've never even had buttered chicken before.
Fire, by the way.
I fucking love buttered chicken. Are you kidding me? What? It's good.
But also,
I'm not saying it's bad.
But also, too, the younger generation, their attention span is horrific.
It is.
It's
That's the TikTok generation, bro.
Yeah.
I find my attention span getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. I know. Me too. And it's rough when I have to like read docs for work or something. Oh,
yeah,
God,
dude.
it's tough.
But is it the attention span because it's like I'm not interested in this, or is it like can I stay focused on this?
Well, I mean, like tech companies have pretty much like perfected how to like raise endorphins to the point that we're overloaded constantly.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like it's the stimulation. It's like why do something for minutes when you can do it for 30 seconds and get that hit of dopamine like every single time.
And you get so used to it when something doesn't give you an immediate hit, you scroll past it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, there used to be like talks about banning infinite scrolling on apps
Mm-hmm.
because there's
What?
no break.
Yeah,
Mm.
because you can just lose hours of your life and not even realize it.
Well, maybe they want to lose hours of their life.
I mean, you have to think about it. Like these apps, like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, these are all like highly researched methods to keep you on these apps. You know?
I know. They do the same thing with the food company. Highly researched billions of dollars to keep you hooked on not just one chip. I know that.
I know, man. I ate like a whole bag of marshmallows today.
Bro, I just crushed one 2 days ago.
They're so addicting, dude. No, they're like, it's the texture, it's the taste, it's
Ugh.
everything.
You turn around, it's like, oh, it's only
Oh, man.
25 calories per marshmallow. So what's that?
And then the next thing you know, you're like, bro, I had 100 marshmallows.
Like, oh damn. It's like a Malcolm in the Middle when he had that peep eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love that. And they start counting backwards. 90, 97, 98, 97, 96.
97.
Worst episode, man.
Dude, that's the best. I love that. That show was so good.
It was ahead of its time. Let's be real.
It's so underrated.
But you know what is so funny is when I'm at work, I do stuff like that. I feel like I'll be like Francis at work. Like,
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'll be like, I bet you guys can't do it like this. I bet you I can do it like this. I could
Yeah.
do this 100 times.
I could see I could see you like combative to your own Spangler.
Only when they power trip. Only when they power trip. Only when they power trip. You will get immediate pushback for no reason.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just fight the power. That's why you couldn't be drafted, right? You'd be the guy that punches their drill sergeant, right?
Are
That's
you
such
kidding
good
me?
shit.
I would
I love when
never
people
do
say
that. And people,
I
and you
know
know,
you've said this to me before.
oh, hold on. Some of the people that I work with that are like above me or at my level, they've been in the Marines, you know, like Dan. I call him Lieutenant Dan, right?
Yeah.
You know, every time he tells me to do something, I'll be like, "Thank you, Staff Sergeant," or something like that.
Staff sergeant.
Yeah, because he was like, "Man, he was like, oh, you're so lucky, man. I would make you do 1,000 push." Like he would always, and then every time I'm doing, like, if anybody like complains or anything, he'd be like, "Shut up, it builds character." Like all the time, it's just he's
My
hilarious.
favorite people, man.
They really are, honestly.
They're my favorite people. I don't
Yeah.
know. Some of the chillest like tech people I work with were ones that were in the military.
Yeah, a lot of people get out
They're so
and
chill.
just going, yeah, well, because they're like, I already dealt with that bullshit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to hang out and do my life.
Like they're just
Right.
having a conversation, like, "Oh yeah, this is my favorite video game. I play this video game all the time. It's just like something that's easy." When I got out of the military, I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty
always-
sure you did tell me you'd punch your drill sergeant at some point. You were one of those guys. You were one of those hindsight warriors that were just like, had I been there, things would have been different. Like what Mark Wahlberg said, if he was on one of those 9/11 planes, it would have been different.
Oh, yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
Was it AI generated?
Oh, I mean, he probably wishes at this point. I mean, it was.
Wasn't that a while ago? He said that a while
He
ago.
claims
Yeah.
that. I know he claims that was AI generated or taken out of context. That's kind of.
What's the context?
Let me tell you what. When you're in basic training, I don't know what it is, but you look at a drill sergeant. I don't care if they're shorter than you.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This guy means business. It's the whole environment.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean, they're like, as far as I know, they're like trained to be trained to be like that. I mean, like Bob Ross was a drill sergeant.
Your life is in their hands, and everybody knows it. And because when it comes down to it, you know that guy can beat you up. That's really what it is. When it comes down.
So here's the thing. I saw this in basic training. this one kid, I don't know if I told you this, but like this one kid, right? He was like chewing something and they were like, spit it out or whatever, or swallow. I don't remember. And he was like, no.
Oh my god.
And they were just like, and then he was just, they're like, what? And like they got in a fight and they're like, he's like, let's take this stuff outside. And he walks out. The drill sergeant walks out with him. The dude punches the drill sergeant in the face.
What?
And I think the drill was so like taken, like he just like turned his face back.
Oh, dude.
And then you just saw 5 drill sergeants jump on this kid and beat the living shit out of him.
Dude, that's
The living shit.
Dude, that's when it comes. That's really what it comes down to. That's the fear, right? Because I think there's like 90% of people can't fight, but people in that position can fight. And
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they
take
can
a hit.
fight. It's just it's a team effort, man.
It-
Like,
yeah.
5-on-1, it's not like the movies, dude. You're not gonna win that.
No,
because if you think about it, you have 2 to 3 drill sergeants for every like 30 people.
Mm.
You know, and you don't know what you're getting off the street.
yeah,
So they're always looking out for each other, like because
Yeah.
they got to.
yeah,
But I remember like my first day, we were like, they make you put all your shit in your duffel bag, and you're like lifting your duffel bag over your head until your arms are just like so weak and tired. And I remember this one kid brought it down and held it. He was like, "Did I tell you to put that fucking bag down?" And pushed the bag. This kid stumbled backwards into a locker and knocked all the lockers down, dude. And you just saw everybody's face be like, "Oh, fuck." And then it turns out at the end of like basic training, he's like, "Yeah, that was a mistake." He's like, "We're not allowed to touch you, so I had to touch the bag, and I didn't realize how hard I pushed him." And dude, he was just like, he's like, "It took everything in me not to laugh."
This is great.
Dude.
The drill sergeant's just like serious, and inside he's like, "Fuck."
I know.
Oh,
well,
totally, man. So I've been at like different things where like I had to play like a role. I'm telling you, man, the moment you leave the room, you like you just break down. You just can't. It's so hard to stay in character.
Yeah, yeah. See,
But it's pretty.
Like-
It can be pretty fun.
I was
See,
like, listening to those interviews of like Bob Ross, you know, when he was a drill sergeant, he was just like, it was the worst thing ever. It's just like, it just wasn't me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I couldn't wait when I retired.
And
Yeah.
like their life sucks, man. Like they're there before you get up. They're there after you go to bed because they got to wake you up and they got to put you to sleep.
Mm.
Especially in the beginning, like the first couple weeks are like the most rigorous.
Yeah, yeah, because they got to break you down. They got to change your habits.
You gotta break it down. All right. This is all the time we have left. This is Jay signing off.
This is us.
And this is C Money.
Yeah.